I'm in the centre of Birmingham, down by the Grand Union Canal, and my walk today is going to be along the Grand Union Canal from central Birmingham, so that's where I am, to Knowle. Just thought I'd like to try a walk that's a bit different. I'll walk through the city centre, see if I can find anything of interest, things that might be beautiful, and I guess, like, you can't always get out into the countryside, can you? So there must be nice walks in cities as well, things like that. So I'm going to try it out, see how I get on. Just spent my time wandering around the city centre. It's really different to how it was when I remember it. Very difficult remembering where I was for quite a while. But anyway, found it, and here I am, and here we go. The first positive thing about this walk is there's no shortage of places to have a cup of coffee or bacon roll or whatever to get you going. In the centre they certainly developed around the canal, made a feature of it. There's lots of eating places and things like that near the ICC and the Symphony Hall or whatever. And then the tunnel smells, man. Bad. God. Yeah, it's pretty. Obviously, made into a pretty nice place to hang out. But as you can see, I've left that now, and it's more the kind of urban bit. See that look. That's strange. Wonder why they've done that. Built these little sort of alcove bits, sort of just kind of fill it in, isn't it? It is. Okay, not the most beautiful. Not quite like walking up mountains or through the woods. It's interesting though. Interesting. So keep that. Busy part of the canal. I've seen about 4 or 5 boats already, and I don't think I've walked half a mile yet. On then. It seems like a very odd looking building. To know what it is. Hiya. Yeah, we're good, you? Past a couple of these old warehouses now. It's all bricked up. The days are finished. Well, I met some interesting characters along the way so far. The old Birmingham boys are really friendly. Just had a long chat with a guy who is doing some fishing. Says he's been fishing the canal since he was 10, so he's seen some changes. So unfortunately the canal's got a lot dirtier than what it was when he was a lad. It's probably partly because people chuck their rubbish in it, and partly because I don't think the canal gets obviously used as much as it used to back in the day. So I suppose the water just gets a bit more stagnant, you know, it's not that kind of flow through. That's my guess, okay, I'm not an expert. Just guessing on that one. There's been one or two tents and some people that are obviously homeless sleeping under the bridge. Things like that. A few bikes, cyclists. So I think the path's pretty well used. There's a lot of graffiti. Anywhere there's a bit of a wall, it's got graffiti on it, which you can overdo it, can't you? Graffiti artists, you can overdo it. You can do too much. But yeah, it's been good. Interesting walk. Interesting seeing some of the structures, the blend of the old with the new, you know, like the old brickwork and then modern stuff overshadowing it, things like that. And there's the odd flower along the way, to brighten it up. So I don't think I'm halfway yet. That's all I've got to say. Some bits of it are like walking around in the countryside. I'm still in the middle. Hear the bird? I'm still in the middle of Birmingham, in a built-up area, and you can hear the sounds of industry and traffic and lorries like that bridge. But kind of around about the canal itself, it's almost like, well, you could be in the middle of Warwickshire or something like that. Oops. Could be any, you know, sort of country canal walk, couldn't it? It's nice and cool along here as well. It's a nice break. There's an old boy in the distance fishing. That'll be the third person I've met today fishing here. It's a good walk. Well, I need to find somewhere to stop and eat me dinner sometime soon. One thing they don't have a lot of on canal paths is seats. Somewhere to sit and eat lunch. So I've been a little bit stuck trying to find somewhere. But I'll find somewhere eventually. This is still in Birmingham. Well, I'm not really too sure how far along the canal I've come. Kind of hoping that it'll be pretty obvious when I step out of built up area into the countryside, and then hopefully be able to find my way to Knowle. I've got to admit, although you know it's sort of changes all the built up area to this, and lots of different things to see. It's been a bit interesting. I find walking on the level, sort of same old thing, it's beginning to get a little bit tedious. I like walking on beside canals. Generally it's pretty relaxing, cool like this. But I'm not sure that I'd recommend a canal walk all day long. I suppose, I don't know, maybe if it was sort of in Wales, it might be a bit different, because you'd have all that scenery, wouldn't you? But yeah, I don't think I'd be sad when I'm out in the countryside. On my map, which is a bit of an old map, it's kind of abrupt where the housing and all that stops, and then suddenly you're in the countryside and there's a road. And I think I've just reached that point. I think I've just stepped out of suburbia. I think I'm out of the countryside now. So now I've got to watch me map a little bit, because I don't want to miss where I've got to turn off for Knowle. The last bit's been it's been a bit like this, kind of slightly overgrown, green, very peaceful. That's been quite nice. Time to just think. Walk and think. So, keep a careful eye on my map, which is a bit old. And hopefully I'll turn off at the right place. Wobbly, isn't it? It's a bit all over the place. Actually, pretty surprising how much it make your arm ache just holding a little thing like this out like this. Not getting a selfie stick. No way. Quite beautiful, isn't it? It is very varied, I've got to say, and it's interesting walking from, you know, middle of a city, suburbia, city life, whatever you want to call it, being all built up and all the old warehouses and stuff like that and graffiti, and slowly it kind of all starts fading away, and then you go through a few factories and grotty bits, and then you're out into where all the housing is, housing estates, and that's a bit more peaceful and stuff. And then it sort of progresses a bit more to eventually come out to this peace and quiet. Yeah. I like it. It's still flat though. Going under the motorway now, so not far to go before we get to Knowle. Maybe another mile and a half, something like that. That's it. Gone under the motorway. So, I have come to the end of my walk along the Grand Union Canal. Turn off here and on that path down there. On that track down there. That takes me into Knowle. Finished.